wrote with Thomas Archer recently. He's really good. He just casually said it in the write. He was like, yeah, we was writing a song and it had the same vibe as two songs that he wrote recently. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he named the songs, and it was Keith Whitley by Morgan Wallen and Wind Up Missing You by Tucker Wetmore. And I was like, oh, okay.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Studio 101 podcast. Thank you guys for joining in today. We have singer-songwriter Mr. Avery Roberson. Avery, thanks for jumping in with us today, man, and making time to be here. Coming down from the great state of Tennessee to hang with us today. Man, I got to know you, I guess it's been 3 or 4 years ago now. When we started working on some songs here at the studio. I think you were kind of coming off of The Voice at the time, which maybe we can touch on that experience here in a little while. But man, kind of tell everybody where you're from and all that good stuff.
Yep. So my name's Avery Roberson. I'm from Rutherford, North Carolina, about an hour away from where we're at right now.
Yep.
And I'm living in Nashville, Tennessee now. I've been there for about 2.5 years, which is wild to even think about that I've been there.
It's crazy. It seems like yesterday.
Seems like yesterday I was here recording, bringing tongue or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, I got started into music, long story short, when I was probably, I've had a guitar in my hand since I've been like 8 years old, but I didn't really start trying to learn to play until I was probably 14 or 15. And from there, my dad taught me a couple chords, and I went on YouTube and kind of did my thing, and I ended up in Nashville and doing it for a living now, so I couldn't be more thankful, But
right.
It's going good.
One of the things I love about you is your dad's a huge part of your life and your career, and kind of the reason that you're singing and playing. And he's kind of hiding in another room here, but he's with us today.
Yeah, he's here.
Kind of give me a little bit of backstory about how much that means to you to have him involved in your career.
Yeah, to have my dad, kind of by my side throughout the whole process and stuff, it means everything, because in reality, the reason why I started singing, and this is the truth, I remember this clear as day, my dad and his two cousins was in a 3-part harmony group when they was younger.
Yeah.
And they played around in Nashville and all over the place. And when I was like, 7 or 8 years old, my dad was playing a VHS tape of him and his cousins playing in Nashville, at the showcase or something.
Uh-huh.
And I heard this song called Always Something that they wrote, whatever,
right.
Or they got from a catalog. They didn't write it.
Right.
But I heard that and I just fell in love with the song. And then I seen my dad was up there singing like lead singer, and I was like, dude, he looks cool. That's so cool. And
right.
It just inspired me to do it. And so I picked up on it really fast and never let it go, And cool story about that. As soon as I moved to Nashville, I still love that song so much that I have the original copy,
Oh, yeah.
I found the guys that wrote that song, and I was like, hey, I'm his son. Can I re-record it? They was like, go ahead.
Awesome.
So I re-recorded it and put my dad as a sample in the beginning of it.
Yeah, man. So, that's killer. I love it. And, you and I have a little bit of similar. My dad was involved in quartet music when I was a kid and growing up. And I, like 6 years old, I'm on a bus riding around with a bunch of grown men and traveling and touring and hanging out and soaking all that in for put me on a path to kind of everything I'm doing right now, man. So, having a dad that invests in you like that is it's an awesome thing.
It is,
love it. So tell us a little bit about what you got going on now. Since you moved to Nashville, I know you're doing a bunch of co-writing, and how's the songwriting part of things going for you?
Well, I'm really just trying to stay as busy as I can. I have somebody helping me that's booking me writes, and doing an awesome job, by the way. Keeping me, almost writing 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So, and getting in with really good people. And, I just go day by day trying to write the best song as possible. And then from there, at the end of the month, I'll listen to all the songs and kind of pick, okay, I really want to put this one out or this one,
Yeah.
And then go from there and release music that way.
Very cool.
And, that's the process right now, writing as much as possible, recording at the end of the month or whenever, and then releasing.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Who's some of your favorite co-writes so far?
Man, that's tough. okay, I'll just give a couple of them out. I mean, there's a bunch more. I know I'm going to be missing a lot of people.
Yeah.
But really like David Messi.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good. Let's see. I wrote with Thomas Archer recently. He's really good. He just casually said it in the right. He was like, yeah, we was writing a song and it had the same vibe as two of songs that he wrote recently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he named the songs, and it was Keith Whitley by Morgan Wallen and Wind Up Missing You by Tucker Wetmore. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
it's not a little flex, but all right.
Yeah, I love it.
But he was pretty good. But as like normal, writing a lot, I like writing with Sergio Sanchez a lot. I mean, he was good buddies, and he's cut a bunch of my stuff, and he actually cut the next one I'm putting out, which is called Calling for Rain.
Nice.
And super talented guy. He's definitely one of my favorites. So
yeah, and I've mentioned this before to several people, but the thing that's super cool to me is, even though you're living in Nashville now, over the last 5 or 6 years, it's been super cool for me personally, to kind of watch the community of artists and songwriters that are within 45 minutes of an hour of actually where we're sitting right now. And, you guys have created a community with, Brandon and Ryan, and Grayson Downs is another artist who's here, and a bunch of you guys that have been co-writing for several years before Nashville even knew anything about you guys.
yeah.
And, what's it like to you to be able to have those, Carolina ties to those guys that are kind of flying under the radar a little bit, that are kind of on the verge, of everybody's about to know their name, man? What does that mean to you?
It's wild, man. I mean, like, I'm roommates with Brandon Wisham and Kanan Brock. And me and Kanan went to high school together, so to see him getting some attention out there in Nashville, right, and start moving some stuff around is cool. And, both of them are like brothers to me. Brandon's got a lot of stuff going on. He's signed with The Core over there, which is a huge company and
right, very
well respected. And
sure.
So everybody's got stuff going on at the same time, and to watch all of us just kind of like come up from nowhere and nothing is just really cool,
Yeah,
so.
I love it, man, and I really love to kind of have had a little bit of a view of watching you guys do the things that you're doing, and being able to move into kind of the Nashville world and more of the public eye, has been really cool to watch you guys kind of develop over the years and develop your songwriting and be able to make an impact on a much larger scale. But it's still cool to me, kind of the ties with the Carolinas and coming out of this little circle of the world down here.
Sure, man.
So we just recorded a couple of original songs on video that we'll be sharing with everybody. Everybody will get to see those here soon. And one of the things that I always like to ask is, kind of the story behind the song. There's a song that that we just recorded for you called Lynchburg Levee.
Yeah.
And it's got a real swampy kind of groove to it. Kind of give us like a backstory on how that came about. Okay,
so that one, it's nothing really crazy, but I remember writing that song. Like, I think it was with Joey Hyde and a couple of other guys. It's hard for me to remember names, dude. I write with so many people up there. It's just like,
yeah.
But pretty sure it was with Joey Hyde, was one of the guys. I think he's the one that tracked it. But
yeah.
So we went in the room, and I kind of gave him a reference song to like go off of, and we wanted to make it more like soulful and like swampy.
Sure.
So he started like with that riff, which y'all will hear,
Yeah, the drop D thing.
Yeah, the drop D riff. And I was like, yes, And we sat there for a minute and was like, what does this need to be about? Like, we were trying to think of storyline. And then somebody would just like shout it out, Lynchburg Levee.
Right.
And we was like, yeah. We didn't even know what we was talking about.
As long as the L's kind of right.
Yeah. He said Lynchburg Levee, and I was like, let's run with it. It's just a cool name.
Right.
It just felt like it fit the song good, and we just went with it.
She hit gas on leaving, left this man reaching for something mean, sweet and strong. Don't know where she's city, but I got number 7. Black label blues got me getting real gone. So long. This dry town is about to flood, tipping Tennessee back till the dam goes up. Standing outside in 80-proof rain, pouring on heavy till I'm swept away. Whiskey River rolling your best, get ready. Gates about to break on that Lynchburg levee. Old magnolia's creaking, this tin roof is leaking, so I'll just keep on drinking till the muddy water washes me clean. Yeah, I'm drowning out of memory. This dry town is about to flood, tipping Tennessee back till the dam goes up. Standing outside in 80-proof rain, pouring on heavy till I'm swept away. Whiskey River rolling your best, get ready. Gates about to break on that Lynchburg levee. Let it rain, let it pour, baby, bring on a storm. Let it keep on coming till the well runs dry. Let it rip, let it rise till the water's so high, carries that missing you out of my mind. Well, this dry town is about to flood, tipping Tennessee back till the dam goes up. Standing outside in 80-proof rain, pour it on heavy, pour it on heavy. This dry town is about to flood, tipping Tennessee back till the dam goes up. Standing outside in 80-proof rain, pour it on heavy till I'm swept away. Whiskey River rolling your best, get ready. Gates about to break on that Lynchburg levee.
Yeah, and it's, you know, the Tennessee ties with Lynchburg, and
Yeah.
I think there's a lyric. Old Number 7, I think, is a lyric in the song, and, you know, kind of ties it all together.
Yep.
Super cool, and you know, for you, it's real rocky, swampy, which I love. You know, but for you to be able to showcase a little bit something different,
Right.
with your vocal and your songwriting and all that stuff.
Because I'm normally with the slow, sad stuff.
Right, he's
You know?
Avery's a balladeer, man. Great smooth vocal, and yeah, loved it for a lot of years. So one of the things that I do when we wrap up these interviews, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah.
So who's on your playlist? What's on your playlist?
Okay. Like under the radar, or just anybody?
It doesn't matter to me.
Just anybody.
Surprise us.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to give a variety just so it'd be
Yeah,
cooler. You know what I'm saying?
right. I got you.
Obviously, Morgan Wallen.
Mm-hmm.
I love his stuff. He's great.
Right.
No matter what nobody says, he's awesome. Okay.
I got you. I'm with you.
This is off the wall. Frank Ocean. I like Frank Ocean.
Oh, killer.
He's a different vibe, but he's really he's really creative, and I like listening to other artists that's like goes outside the box and stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure.
Trying to think of just different genres. I love Hardy. I love his rock stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mockingbird and the Crow is just insane.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like an up and coming person now. That way I can say like, there's this kid. I don't know if you've heard of him, and I've only heard a couple of songs by him. But Ty Myers, you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
I like his stuff pretty good. I mean, I think he's pretty good. So
Nice. I love it.
I feel like people should watch out for him. I feel like he's about to go crazy.
Killer.
He's already making some traction. So
Yeah. I always love to hear what other artists and songwriters are kind of listening to.
yeah.
You know, aside from their own songs and stuff, you know.
Yeah, you probably didn't expect me to say Frank Ocean.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man, it's there's so much stuff out there to consume right now. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The landscape of like all kinds of styles and genres and stuff that are just available to the public to listen to. And the thing that I love is you can find some unknown, you know, artists that are out there. They're just crushing it.
So many of them. Man.
Yeah, and it's really cool to find that kind of diamond in the rough artist that maybe not everybody and, everybody's listening to yet. So
Yeah.
I really dig it. But, well, man, once again, thanks for being here and coming and hanging with us and shooting some videos and talking with us here today, man. Super pumped about all the stuff you got going on and some stuff you got coming up that everybody's going to be finding out about in the near future. And if you're out there listening, make sure you follow Avery. Avery's releasing music almost every month. You got something all coming out just about every month or
the
two.
plan is every 6 to 8 weeks. That's
Yeah.
the plan, is to release a single 6 to 8 weeks. So.
Yeah. So there'll be much Avery Roberson music to consume
Yes.
coming up in the near future. But thanks again, man, for hanging with us, and thanks again for watching on the Studio 101 podcast. We will catch you on our next episode.